The forbidden compliments. How to be the man she can't forget. You know, the funny thing about compliments is, we've all heard them. You look beautiful. Nice dress. You've got a great smile. Sure, they're sweet. They might make her smile, but they don't last. They fade into the background noise of the dozen other compliments she hears that same week. But there's a different kind of compliment. One that doesn't just make her smile, it makes her pause. It lingers. It echoes. It lives in her mind. I call these the forbidden compliments. And they're powerful, not because they're poetic, but because they're real. They don't focus on what's visible. They focus on what's felt. And here's the secret. Women don't want to just be looked at. They want to be seen. By Estad. What most men miss. Most compliments are observations. You look amazing tonight. Your eyes are beautiful. But what if I told you the compliments that truly hit, the ones that pierce through the noise, are reflections? They don't say, I see your dress. They say, I see your essence. Imagine a room full of people admiring a painting. They talk about the colors, the frame, the lighting. And then one person steps forward and says, the way the shadows fall across the corner, it feels like there's pain hidden there, like the artist went through something. Suddenly, the room goes silent, because someone finally looked deeper. That's the impact of a forbidden compliment. You're not complimenting the surface. You're recognizing her soul. The first forbidden compliment, the mind reader. Really listening. This one's subtle, precise, deep. It's not about playing psychic. It's about really listening. A mirror, not a pickup line. You're saying, I see how you filter the world. I see what others don't. And when you say something like that with grounded presence, not performative energy, it lands with weight. Because it's not generic. It's not safe. It's real. Targeted and thoughtful. Most men give compliments like darts in the dark. But this one, it's targeted, thoughtful, quietly intimate. And here's the truth. Every woman has something private she wishes someone would notice. When you do, it lights a fire that doesn't go out. You're in a casual conversation. Nothing serious. And you say something like, you strike me as someone who hates small talk, like, you'd rather talk about things that matter. The second forbidden compliment, the power compliment. This one isn't loud. It's not obvious. But it hits harder than anything else. Because it sees what most men overlook, her strength. And no, I'm not talking about calling her a strong, independent woman. That's cliché. I'm talking about the unspoken power. The way she walks into a room and owns space, without trying. The way her silence commands respect. The way she leads with presence, not performance. Say something like, you have this quiet strength, like you don't need to prove anything to anyone. That's rare. Now that's intimacy. The third forbidden compliment. The effortless allure. Honoring essence, not effort. Some of the most magnetic women don't even realize how attractive they are. They're not doing anything in particular, they're just being. It's in the way she moves through the world, the way she smiles when no one's watching, the way her presence lingers after she leaves the room. Speaking to unconscious beauty. Say something like, There's something about you, like, even when you're not trying, it's hard not to. Notice you. That hits her differently. Why? Because you're not praising effort, you're honoring essence. This compliment speaks to her unconscious beauty, the part of her she doesn't show. Deliberately. And because of that, it feels safe, raw, and true. You're enough. In a world where women are constantly expected to try harder, do more, look perfect, you just told her, you're enough, even when you're not trying. And that's the kind of compliment that changes how she sees herself. Why these compliments work? They work because they bypass the filter. They're not calculated. They're not overly smooth. They're grounded, honest, observant. And they activate something in her, a feeling of being understood, of being seen for something deeper than her looks. That's emotional attraction. And once you tap into it, physical attraction becomes effortless. Because real intimacy doesn't begin with desire, it begins with recognition. How to use them without trying too hard. It's about presence. Let's be clear. This isn't about strategy. It's not a game. It's not about seduction hacks. It's about presence. Notice what most people miss. The only way to deliver a forbidden compliment is by noticing what most people miss. You have to pay attention to how she reacts, to what lights her up, to where she hesitates and where she opens. Say what you see. It's in her body language, her pauses, her vibe. And then, say what you see, gently, casually, with no agenda. Felt, not forced. The moment it's forced, it fails. The moment it's felt, it lands. Why most men avoid these compliments? Because they feel risky. They're personal. They're deep. They require vulnerability. You're not just saying you're hot. You're saying, I see the way you protect your peace. I respect it. And that scares people. Final words, the compliment she didn't know she needed. 1. See deeper. 2. Give a mirror. 3. Unforgettable. Every woman has a part of her that longs to be seen, not judged, not admired, understood. When you learn how to notice that part and reflect it back to her, you don't just give her a compliment. You give her a mirror. And that mirror tells her, I see something in you others don't, and I respect it. In a world full of surface-level flattery, the man who sees deeper is unforgettable. Not because he tried harder, but because he noticed what no one else did. So, the next time you want to compliment her, don't reach for what's obvious. Reach for what's real. Because the most powerful compliment is the one she didn't even know she was waiting to hear.